Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm reading for Pisces energy for Saturday. It doesn't have to be Saturday for this reading to resonate. You don't even have to be a Pisces. You could have Pisces placements in your chart. You could be cross-watching for Pisces. This could just be how Pisces energy is kind of affecting all of us at the moment. I feel like we're coming out the other end of something. So I've had a very, very challenging week because I think collectively the energy of humans on this planet at the moment is there's a lot of fear, there's a lot of paranoia, there's a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of afraid to move, which has been coming through in a lot of the different readings, and I've absolutely been picking up on this myself, and it's been very, very challenging. So I feel like we're starting to come out of the other end of the tunnel now. If you want to go back and watch any of those readings to see what the tunnel metaphor is, maybe it'll come up again and maybe I'll talk about it again in this reading. But yeah, I feel like we're getting back into, we're breaking through that fear wall, right? Through that through our own anxieties, our own fears and paranoia and you know, that the way that devil energy is kind of playing out collectively this week. We've also got the full moon in Virgo around this time. So Virgo is a very, very anxious energy. They overthink, they worry a lot. So this kind of Virgo moon energy, I feel it has played into a lot of our fears collectively. And it does feel a little bit like there's nothing to fear except fear itself. Like we're like people caving into this fear energy, but actually not. There's nothing actually to fear. It's just fear, right? Something like that. I mean, I don't know, maybe not. We'll pull some cards and we'll see what we get for you. Okay, so this may be your reading, it may not be your reading. Again, it's a collective message, it's not personal. It may resonate, it may not. So use your intuition to guide you and figure out if this is resonating or not. To help you do that, I'm going to pull some Scrabble letters, I'm going to pull some random words, and you can wait to see the first couple of cards that come out. So I'm going to do a you and them reading. So I'm going to say this is you and this is them, but flip it and reverse it if needs be. Yeah, kind of see how you feel with that. Just know that gender is very fluid in the tarot as well. You can flip and reverse it if needs be. And also just remember to leave me a like if you enjoy this reading, if you find anything particularly resonates, or you just want to be nice and friendly and helpful in these trying times. I really appreciate it. And if you want to hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get notified when my readings go up, that really helps out the channel. It helps you out because you're not going to miss the videos. And also it's free to do. It doesn't cost you anything to do that. It's not like a subscription service. So thank you to those of you who are already subscribed, and thank you to those of you who are engaging with the channel and leaving comments. I appreciate it. I'm thankful that you're here. Even stealth watchers, thank you for totting up those views on my channel. It really, really helps me out. Okay, so I'm going to pull some random Scrabble tiles out. It may be your initials. It may be the initials of somebody that you know. It may be, like, prompt you to like think of a certain word or a certain phrase that might mean something significant to you. Whatever you get from it, use your intuition to guide you. Trust your intuition and that inner voice. What you get is meant for you, right? So you may get nothing, in which case it might just not be your reading. Maybe go and check out your different placements, check out a different sign, or just might not be a message for you this week. Maybe you're just fine. Maybe you're fine and the message is for somebody who is absolutely stressing out like me. G has come out. What else do we have, please? Pisces energy for Saturday. GT. Have you got a Ford? Have you got a car? Have you got a Ford GT? Nice. What else do we have, please? Oh, hello. R, GTR. Anything else? N. Look at you. No vowels for Pisces. No vowels, only consonants here. Trying to get a specific letter. M. Oh my god, you haven't got any vowels. What? What are the chances? Okay, so you've got 2, 1, 1, 1, 3. Those numbers may mean something to you. It adds up to a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 8. 8's are an infinity number. It talks about soulmate connections, fated connections, things that you kind of locked into. Yeah, GTRNM. Some of those may mean something to you. Some of them may not. whatever you get from it, trust your intuition to guide you. And let's get you some random words as well. Yeah, I feel a little bit happier. The energy's a little bit happier in your reading. I had some really tricky readings this week, to the point where I was like, am I reading this correctly? Is this my energy? Is this fear energy really the energy that I should be doing readings in? But again, it's like the collective energy. So at the end of the day, the messages that come through, and if I'm feeling it, you're probably feeling it as well, like collectively. You know, it's an empathic energy of like feeling, because it's not my energy. If I meditate, it clears, and then it's like it covers me back over like a black cloud. So it's like this collective empathic energy that I'm kind of picking up on. That's because a lot of people are kind of doom scrolling and watching the news and sitting in fear, and it's just really, really challenging for me to kind of like shake that energy off. But it feels like it's lighter. So hopefully by Saturday everybody's feeling a little bit lighter, a little bit more positive. Beautiful. You are beautiful, Pisces. You're a very beautiful sign. Okay, what else do we have, please, for Pisces? Pisces, please. I can't see what I'm pulling out, by the way, here. Throb. What's throbbing, Pisces? You know, I was joking. I was like, I did Capricorn's reading, and I was sat in this kind of like anxiety and fear energy, which was very much, it was the card that came out for them. They had the card anxiety, and I've been sat in that energy. And I was like, I need to just push forward. I need to just keep doing the readings. I need to get to Pisces, because Pisces will be horny, and then I prefer that energy. Like, that's a better energy for me. Sorry, Pisces, I always say this about you. It's funny. I don't know. It's turning into a bit of a running joke now, I feel. Like, Pisces energy have the horny songs. Your songs actually were 50 Cent and Ciara. What is it? It's only been 3 months and I've got it bad. What is it? I can't leave him alone. The bad guy's turning me on, or something like that. And Love Will Tear Us Apart again by Joy Division. Patience. Heartthrob. I don't know. Let's keep going. Let's see what you get from the cards. So I want to go for this like ancestor deck that I used as the advice card for Aquarius, but no, actually I think they want this deck and this deck. So Pisces energy. Pisces, what's going on for Pisces, please? Yay, you've got an angel. Nice. Archangel Gabriel, 5th chakra. I thought that was Michael as well. Strategy, strategizing, vocalizing, communicating, figuring things out with other people, because Gabriel's communication, the throat chakra, communication, saying what you need. This is what I need. How are we going to get this done? That's how that feels. So you don't have to believe in angels and archangels. You don't have to be particularly religious for this card to resonate. It's just talking about your throat, you vocalizing your needs, you saying what you want, saying what you need. And yeah, happy birthday as well, Pisces. Birthday season, right? Yeah. It's my birthday and I'm going to tell you exactly what I want. Maybe it's that kind of energy. No, it's quite nice though. Okay. Speaking up, finding your voice, vocalizing your needs, coming up with a plan, strategizing with other people, communicating. What else, please, for Pisces? So Pisces is person. Who's Pisces dealing with? Who's this person? Who are we talking about today? It may be the person you're thinking of. It may not. Somebody appreciating you, showing you appreciation, you appreciating this person. This person's appreciating what they have. They're in the attitude of gratitude. I'm thankful for everything that life brings towards me. I am abundant. I'm manifesting. The abundant universe will provide. The abundant universe does provide. I'm quite comfortable where I am. I'm resting. I'm rejuvenating. I am enjoying the abundance that the universe like gives me. So this could be on a really simple level. This could be having a walk, finding a flower and being like, I feel like the universe is giving me this flower. It smells really good. I'm thankful for the sun. I'm thankful for the birds. I'm thankful for that you know, things can grow. I'm thankful to exist in this beautiful, abundant universe. You know, it could be just enjoying a cup of coffee, being like you know, I really needed this today. Thank you, universe, that coffee exists. You know, it can be a lot of different things. So yeah, appreciation, gratitude. This person's thankful for things. Thankful for you, perhaps, showing you that they appreciate you. What's going on for Pisces, please? Pisces is energy. Pisces is energy with Archangel Gabriel. You could also be announcing something. Of course, Archangel Gabriel announced the birth of Jesus, right? I believe, with my scattered knowledge of such things. But yeah, he also talks about soul calling. So if you know the Judgment card from the tarot, it's normally the depiction on that card is Archangel Gabriel playing his trumpet, saying, hey, everybody rise up. You've got something to do. You've got somewhere to be. Come and join me. So you could be getting like a phone call or something of, hey, like, everybody needs to be at this place at this time. Are you going to come out? Are you going to join me? Something like that. Pisces, please. Do we have anything from Pisces? I really thought they wanted me to use this deck for you and it's not talking. Pisces? No, that's annoying. What does Pisces want then? Who are we going with for Pisces? Let's just go good tarot. Good old good tarot. Okay, I'm really stumbling over my words today, which is interesting because you've got the this energy of helping people speak. So you could be dealing with somebody who has some kind of speech impediment, or somebody who has a stutter, stumbles over the words, finds it hard to get the words out. I want to say be patient with this person. Don't try and finish their sentences for them. Don't try and guess what they're going to say. It could be you, like, you know, you could be this person. There's really stumbling over my words. You can probably hear it right from the start of the reading, which definitely can signal communication problems, throat chakra type stuff. What's going on, please? Fifth chakra, Archangel Gabriel. I get it. The way it comes through for me is mixing up names. Something to do with the way my brain's wired. My mouth will go and try and, retrieve, see how I'm doing it now. My mouth will go into my brain, like go to the filing system, try and retrieve a certain word, and the wrong word will come out of my mouth. And I'm a lot of the time, I'm not even aware that I'm doing it. So sometimes I call people the wrong name, and it's just the way that my filing system in my brain works. And if I'm not actively thinking about what I'm saying, the wrong thing just comes out of my mouth, which is very confusing. What's going on here? Page of Earth. This character, he always comes out for you, and I love him. I'm going to put him back in, but he talks to me of children who are growing out of that phase of living in that little imaginary fantasy world in their head, and are actually starting to take some steps into adulthood, and kind of like, you know, that saying, put away childish things. And I hate that, because, you know, as an adult child who has a lot of toys and games, and like has that kind of childlike nature of wanting to play, you know, I don't appreciate people telling me that you know, to be an adult is to be boring and to be stuffy and to be, you know, to be serious all the time. It's like, get lost. What kind of life is that if you don't have that childhood spark alive inside you? And I say this about Capricorns because this is an earth sign card, and Pisces, like, Pisces and Capricorn grow down. Like, the older they get, the younger they get, right? It's like almost like Benjamin Button, as they age, like naturally in their physical body, like they get more childish. So it's like, you're probably going to see Virgos as well. Like, you're probably going to see them, although Virgos can't be so serious, but it's like, you know, seeing the granddad who's playing with all the kids at the kids' party, that kind of energy is very kind of Pisces and Capricorn. It's like keeping that playful Peter Pan energy alive. So I really, really like that. I'm going to put it back in. It may be Moon as well, secretive. Again, like something to do like maybe silencing, or, you know, speaking up, voicing what you need. I need more fun. I need more playtime. I need time to imagine, to fantasize, to put those rose tinted glasses on. Oh, that's something as well. It's like this week, the energy this week has been horrible. Like, and you'll appreciate this, Pisces, being a sign that wears the rose tinted glasses. like Libra as well, very much this kind of romantic fantasist energy that comes through for both of your signs, where it's like, I'm going to take the lemons and I'm going to turn them into lemonade. I'm going to make this bitter situation sweet. But that Virgo moon has been such a reality check. It's really like, it's like taking the positive signs like Sagittarius as well, taking that positivity, taking that optimism and like hitting a brick wall and grounding it in reality and being like, this is the real situation. This is the bare bones situation. Like taking off the glasses and seeing a situation and seeing the lemons and being like, oh, there's still lemons. There's still lemons. I thought they were like, I thought I'd made something really nice. I thought I made lemon meringue pie here, but actually, you know, the lemons are still lemons at the end of the day, no matter how I dress them up. And it was this horrible reality check energy of like that Virgo moon. So I don't know if you've experienced something like this as well, but it's horrible. It's like, let me just, like, I hate this. How do Virgos do it? How do Virgos sit in this energy of anxiety? Because I can't, like, I just can't. So it's like, let me put my VR headset back on, let me put my rose tinted glasses back on and live in this like overlay of like a Disney princess overlay on reality, because I cannot sit in that real truthful reality. I have to have the fairy tale picture painted over it, otherwise I just can't. I don't know if you've experienced this as well this week. I was like, no, I hate it, let me get back in my own energy. Like, I really hate it. Virgo, stop. Right, okay, so you have, moving on, I want to say mentally moving on, there is a situation that's transforming. You are wanting to leave a situation behind that's been quite difficult and quite uncomfortable, something that's been quite tempestuous, and you are, it feels like Libra has something similar. I get Libra and Pisces a lot. My original reading that I did for Libra, which I haven't posted because it was so fearful and anxious and difficult, and I didn't want to, you know, what you speak about, you bring about, and I didn't want to manifest that. So I didn't put that reading up and I did a different reading. But it was Libra's left the building. Like, sorry, Libra can't answer the phone right now. They're on a different planet. And it's that same energy. It's like mentally ejecting out of this situation. Like, because it's even though it's fire, it's like one's energy, it's passion. With it being like a flying ship, it's like mentally going on a journey somewhere else. So it could be that this is talking about a place that you want to go to. Like, I want to go to this place. I want to take a vacation. I want to go flying abroad, something like that. Just with this kind of like this energy being very mental as well and very up in the air. So there's this up in the air energy. It could be talking about manifesting. How do we ground this idea in reality? How do we strategize and make this happen? But the 8 of air, this is mentally trapped. Aquarius's energy, Aquarius's reading, they were dealing with somebody who was in 8 of air energy, and it was this energy of feeling really stuck, feeling really mentally isolated, needing a friend to reach out and touch me. What's that? Your own personal Jesus. You need your own personal Jesus. So it could be that you are the person in Aquarius's reading who was sat in fear, really afraid to make a mistake, really afraid to make a decision and make a choice because you were so scared of making the wrong choice. If you're the person who showed up in Aquarius's reading, you don't have to be, it had quite a Libran energy to it. But it's like really trapped in your own thoughts, trapped in your own fears, scared to make a move, unsure of what to do. But there is this kind of up in the air, like mentally up in the air energy that's coming through there, and trying to signal, trying to drop hints. So again, it could be that you're trying to drop hints here, and maybe you just need to come out and say something. Scorpio had something like this. I feel like Capricorn did as well. And it's like wanting to transform a situation. It's like, it's almost like this energy of something cannot exist in the form that it has taken in the past. It's like, it really is like that ship has left the building. Like, there's no going back. Again, with this tunnel analogy that I've been getting through, it's like you can't go back and kind of revert back into the past or revert into the way things were. Like, there is this mentally, like, almost like spiritually, mentally, moving on into a different form of yourself, like a different way of being, a different way of thinking, where you've dropped, it's like you've dropped the heavy burdens of the past. You are lighter. Like you've released something, I want to say. You've transformed your own energy, releasing something from the past that's making you feel a lot more lighter. So you're kind of moving on to new situations, new things, or at least opening the door for that, right? I'm getting this like opening the curtains window, opening the curtains or opening the window energy that kind of came through for Libra's reading, of like inviting in the next phase. I'm ready. I've done the shadow work. I've released things. I'm ready for the next phase of my own personal existence, my own soul journey, is how that feels. Okay, so this person that's around you, what's going on with them? King of Fire, really lovely. Very, very warm. Could be a Leo, doesn't have to be. It could be some sort of father figure, just because the kings in this deck are a little bit older. It talks to me about, you know, fathers and grandfathers, but it doesn't have to be. It doesn't even have to be a man. But this is somebody who's very, very warm, very nurturing. They have a lot of love to give. The King of Fire tends to be a little bit more entrepreneurial. They trust the gut, right? They have a lot of passion. They trust the gut. They kind of throw themselves at things. So it could be that somebody's coming towards you, showing you a lot of appreciation, showing you a lot of love, really saying like, I'm quite passionate about you, or I'm quite passionate about a situation that you're involved in. That I have a lot of love and warmth to give to this situation. Yeah, normally the kings can sort of hold back a little bit. They have this reserve, you know, they're very, very mature. So although they feel or think or, you know, do a lot of things, sometimes they can kind of play the cards a bit close to the chest. With the appreciation card being here, I feel like this person is actually opening up and showing you that they appreciate you, or telling you that they appreciate you. Again, doesn't have to be a man, doesn't have to be a love interest. There's just somebody around you who's very, very warm, probably very charismatic, very magnetic. You know, they feel, it's nice to be around this person. You probably appreciate them as much as they appreciate you. So it's very warm. It feels very nice. It feels like, you know, like if you were sat in front of a fire, like, and you feel that warmth on your skin, and it feels very homely and comforting. That's kind of the energy that I'm getting off this person today. World. Could be somebody that you met online. Could be somebody that's a world away from you. I don't know. Let's go. We like the Tarot de la Nuit for you, so let's go Tarot de la Nuit. It's not feeling quite right. I wonder if it's actually going to speak, or if I'm going to have to go with a different deck. Yeah, it's speaking already. Look at that Sun card. Yeah, this is a really good transformation for you. Look, she actually does look like she's coming out of a cocoon here. Like the old self is melting away. She's coming out. She's liberated. She's reformed, perhaps. She's redeemed herself in some sort of way. Like the past, I'm really getting this like shedding of the old skin, shedding of the old you, shedding of the old way of being. And it's very, very liberating, and it's bringing you into quite a confident state of being. The Sun card, again, it's Leo, and it could be that the warmth of this person, like it's like they are the light, they are the one warming you up, and showing you perhaps your best qualities. You know, this person showing you appreciation is bringing out the best version of yourself. It's like you look in the mirror and you see it too. Like, oh, this person pointed out, you know, these qualities that they admire in me, and I've found the ability to really admire them in myself too. So it's actually really, really nice and very, very positive. Feels like a very positive transformation process that's very liberating for you, brings you a lot of confidence. So you could be in the exact same situation, right? You could be in the exact same four walls, same people around you, same circumstances, but it's like this, the thing that's transforming is something within you, your own opinion of yourself, your own way of behaving, your own way of approaching or dealing with certain situations. It feels very, very good, very positive, Pisces. Tell me about this person for Pisces. This is quite a simple reading, which is nice because some of the readings have been so long. Yeah, there's a lot of love here. This is unconditional love. It's the Ace of Cups. Really warming you up. Again, could be vice versa. Just remember that. She always looks to me like she's frozen. You know, the kind of patterns on the skin. It looks like she's thawing out. You know, a little bit like Sleeping Beauty or something. Like she's the ice queen. She's warming up again. She's unfreezing. So, like the Ace of Cups is always like the unconditional love, like the heart in the hand, right? The cup, the heart. And here he is, like he's got that warmth in his hand. It's like in this person's hands, you're going to warm up, or vice versa. So that's really actually very, very lovely. Very warm. They're kind of giving me this metaphor of like an ice cube, right? Emotions that have been frozen, or somebody going very, very frosty in a situation. So it could be with this person or with a different person. You know, circumstances have caused you to kind of put up a bit of a wall, or them, you know, it could be them as well. But it's like in those warm hands, in those safe hands, the ice cube is melting. It's actually turning back into water, which is flowing emotions. The Ace of Cups overflows, which is why it's this unconditional love. It never... it's thank you. Sorry, I'm hearing Nicki Minaj, Wet and Gushy. So love it when I get those references in a tarot card reading. It's like, my guides are so funny. Eight of Swords there again, that's stuck energy, mentally stuck. Stuck. So are you a world away from this person? Are you both stuck? Like both trapped in cages, both alone, perhaps on a soul journey alone? What else do I want to get for you? I don't know what I'm getting. Your reading feels quite simple today, actually. I'm not really getting pulled to anything in particular. Let's go, because one of my Pisces friends said they liked this deck, so I'm going to actually grab out one of the slightly scarier decks, actually. The Mirror of the Soul by Aleister Crowley. But there's some really interesting like text that goes with this deck. So it's got this feeling of like, you know who this person is. Like you already know, this connection already exists, and there's not much to say about it. It's like, it's very, very simple. It's very simple. There's love here, there's warmth here, there's appreciation here. What else do we need to say? Oh, my heart. Okay. So what else do we need to say? Let's get some advice for anyone connecting with this reading. Just generally, what do the cards want to say? What do the cards want to say? Okay. Intolerance and virtue. 3 of Wands. Indolence, sorry. Idleness, right? The 8 of Cups. Wet and gushy, right? Okay, so I knew I'd get this for Pisces. What was your song again? I've forgotten what your song was. It's already been 3 months and I already got it bad. So hooked. He's my fallback. He's so good, but he's so heavy in the streets. What is it? It's something like that, I don't know. I don't care what they say. I like it, I like it. They say he's gonna hurt me, just wait and see. I am what he wants, his girl, and I love it. I can't leave him alone. I tried that good boy game, but the dope boy's turning me on. He knows just what I want. So bad love that I can't leave him alone. Okay, so keywords, Saturn in Pisces. Well, there you go. We've got that to come. I think Saturn is currently in Aquarius, but it's going to make its way to you. So fair warning, when Saturn hits your sign, it is a couple of years of tough lessons, like really like learning lessons. Yeah, Saturn is the tough love planet of the zodiac. It's also the ruler of Capricorn. So yeah. Saturn in Pisces, stagnation, obstruction, emotional blockage, laziness, unclearness, swamp. Get out of my swamp, donkey. After the dissolution, debauchery, which is the Seven of Cups, according to this deck, follows indolence. So you have debauchery, Pisces, and then you have indolence, or idleness, right? The energy has fizzled out. The handles of the copper cups are broken. Too much pleasure and excessive indulgence. The water of the emotion stands, not renewed by any spring. It begins to stagnate, and the mists of foulness rise to the skies and cloud the light of clarity. The two remaining lotus flowers continue to spill out their energies, but in this situation it's wasted effort. The foul, stagnant water swallows up their small bits of freshness and vitality immediately. It sinks into the sluggish, viscous marsh. This is difficult, isn't it? You have already wasted enough of your energy on people who give nothing in return. You have filled them with your energy, but they were like bottomless barrels. You feel empty and sucked dry. Okay, sorry, rude. This painting speaks of an interpersonal situation in which the rivers of energy have stagnated. The more you try to revitalize a relationship which has fallen into a rut, the more powerless and empty you will feel. I mean, you'll know if this is this situation or if this is you and something else, right? I'm inclined to say this is different because this has the Ace of Cups with it and the Sun card. I don't know. You know your situation best, right? The more you try to revitalize a relationship which has fallen into a rut, the more powerless and empty you will feel. Any attempt to re-energize the other will dissipate your energies further without achieving any results. I mean, you are both showing as trapped. It's time you consider yourself, set some limits and say no. Again, you've got this vocalization here. It may be an old behavior pattern to always direct your love towards people for whom nothing comes in return. Nothing will come of nothing, right? This may be a sign indicating your fears of accepting love. Your fears of accepting love, perhaps because of past disappointments. What people come to mind for you in this context? Are you ready to dare to set limits and stand by them? In what situations do you hide your true feelings? Draw another card to learn what will change when you are able to say no. Develop your own affirmation on the basis of the additional cards you have drawn. Draw another card to learn what will change when you are able to say no. Okay, Pisces. Again, Pisces is a giver in the zodiac. You do tend to have trouble setting boundaries and saying no. So I'm not surprised that that should come out for you. What will happen? So Pisces, I'm assuming you know what you need to say no to. I'm assuming that you know what this boundary is that you need to set. So Pisces, when you say no, what will change? Failure and the Magician. I mean, the Magician is a transformative energy. So failure will change. Perhaps your attitude to failure, your fear of failure, your something from the past where things have failed in the past, so you have trouble believing that they won't fail in the future, something like this. So seven of Pentacles. I mean, I wouldn't say the Seven of Pentacles is always failure. It talks about the things that you've put your efforts into, like things that you've invested time in, but maybe things that you've invested time in that you haven't worked out. You right? Okay, Pisces. This is Saturn in Taurus. I feel like you need to go and look up your birth charts and find out where Saturn sits in your birth charts and how Saturn is affecting you personally based on your own birth chart. So there is a birth chart service in that I linked to in the description box down below. You can go and look that up. I'm not affiliated. It's just the service that I use because I find it quite useful and quite informative. So if you want to go and use a different one, you can absolutely do that. There's a lot of free services. It doesn't cost you anything. Please do go and look up where Saturn is in your chart, how it's affecting you personally in your personal birth chart. Because I feel like with it being that, it's the father figure, it's the patriarchal, tough love planet in the solar system. So definitely there's something going on with Saturn energy and a lesson that you need to learn from that. It could be something to do with like looking for father figures, you know, like daddy issues, right? I've got daddy issues. I know you do too, right? The neighborhood. So it could be something that you need to resolve within yourself so that you don't repeat patterns of behavior in terms of abandonment issues, or you know, people that you've given love to who haven't given you love in return. So just have a look at that. How is Saturn affecting you personally? Where is Saturn in your chart? Okay, so this one though, Saturn in Taurus: restrictions, resignation, hesitation, apparently insurmountable obstacles, fear of falling. Insurmountable odds greatly, the female of the species is more deadly than the male. That came through, that tried to come through for somebody else the other day. I remember it coming, I remember getting it in a reading, but I don't think I said, but you may have also got the same thing in that reading. The fear of making mistakes touches business, financial situations, physical conditions, or health. You will see apparently insurmountable obstacles in front of you and believe you will not be able to jump these hurdles with the first try. Terrible images rise up threateningly. That's that fear that I was talking about. You tend to draw back, resigned, and limit your actions to the old familiar ways of dealing with problems. The blue-black background, which is reminiscent of peacock feathers, indicates that fears and dread belong to the mental plane and don't necessarily reflect physical reality. But there is that's what exactly I was saying with that moon in Virgo energy. That fear that I was talking about at the beginning of the reading that's been impacting me, and the collective energy of like fearing things that aren't necessarily actually happening or part of the reality. And I've had these things where I've actually, through the readings, I think they're just teaching me some sort of lesson, where I've predicted things in the readings and actually been quite scared of them playing out, but they haven't played out. And this is the thing, like the energy is not trying to scare us. The energy is trying to say, look, what does scare you? Where does your fear hold you back? Where does, you know, your anxiety, your fear, your analysis paralysis stop you from doing the things that you want to do? What would happen if you let go of fear and you released fear? What would your life be like then? What would you have done differently in the past had you not been afraid to take that leap of faith? You know, fortune favours the bold. Fortune and love favour the bold, which is kind of a mantra that I kind of adopted a while back when I was working on my own confidence. You know, nothing will come of nothing. Fortune and favour the bold. If you don't take action, you know, how can you expect anything to happen if you sit there in paralysis or in idleness, right? To make things happen, you have to put work and time and effort into them. Sometimes you can put work and time and effort into things, which is the meaning of this Seven of Pentacles, and they fail, right? Sometimes you can invest a lot of yourself into things and it doesn't go anywhere, and you're left thinking, what did I do wrong? Where, you know, should I have read the signs differently? I want to say there's just some sort of lesson that you're learning there. A lot of the time when you've invested heavily into something and it fails, it's actually not a failure. When you look back at it with a different point of view, you can actually see that you've developed a lot yourself. So it could be an example, you know, you go to 10 interviews and you don't get any of the jobs, and it's like, what was the point? That was wasted time. I want to say no, actually, because maybe you've improved your interview process. You've learned the, you know what kind of questions are going to be asked of you. You know kind of what does suit you and what doesn't suit you. You know how to prepare better in the future. So you've actually gained experience, even though that didn't get you anywhere. So sometimes doors close. Sometimes the universe leads us in a certain path or a certain direction, which leads us into a brick wall or a closed door. And we think, why did Spirit bring us down this path in the first place if it wasn't going to lead anywhere? Because you've probably picked up experience or lessons along the way. So when you go into that same situation in the future, perhaps you're going to react differently. So instead of seeing it as a failure, you know, all these relationships that I invested in that didn't work out, and these people that didn't give back to me, or these jobs that I did where it didn't get me anywhere, I wasn't able to climb the career ladder, those interviews I went to where the door was closed to me, it's actually, just look at it as like training wheels. It was practice runs for the real flight that you're going to take. So I think there's something definitely there in terms of when you learn to say no to things. It could be invest your time wisely. Where are you investing your time? Are you investing your time in the people, places and things that are going to give back to you? Or are you investing in people, places and things that just drain your energy? Okay. Right, I think actually, do you know what? We could be done with this reading. I don't often use this deck, the Romance Angels, but I'm kind of getting called to it for you today. So I will say that I don't think this is a real deck. I think it's a knockoff deck, and it's very temperamental for me. I don't often use it because it can give very conflicting messages, and just in case a card comes out and you think that is not the card I wanted to see, just be aware that I find it difficult to read this deck. It can be a bit tricky, but I'm getting called to use it. So somebody else had it as well in the last set of readings. I can't really remember who. So Pisces energy then. Pisces, tell me about Pisces. And then we'll pull you an actual advice card. Pisces, have I got anything for Pisces, please? Thank you. So this person here, make the effort. Yeah, there's an idleness. There's something about putting effort into something. And you could be thinking, should I put effort into this when things that I've put effort into in the past have failed before? So whatever that situation is for you, you are being told, it doesn't have to be romance, by the way, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So I do feel like the failure is in the past, the disappointment is in the past. Feels like this person could actually be, because this is unconditional love and this is a very, very nice energy. Could be that you're both kind of trapped in your own head, trapped in fear, especially if you've got abandonment issues and things that make it difficult to open up. So this person, please, this person, can I get a card on this person and their energy? This person and their energy. Oh, soulmate. Again, don't get too excited because it is a tricky deck. True love. Oh, now look, this is the romance of a lifetime. True love, soulmate. Again, maybe you've got people saying to you, look, think about this. Is this really right for you? You know, don't jump into things too fast. But, I don't know, soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. True love, this is the romance of a lifetime. That's what that deck's saying. Again, I'm hesitant with that deck. So, trust yourself. Trust your own guidance. Bring a gentle touch. Yeah, you seem to be encouraged to nurture something. And look at the images, actually. You know, if we just look solely on the images of these three cards, you know, they're all embracing. They all have this really nice embrace, you know, that's happening in these three cards. It's really quite pretty. It's really quite beautiful. So more of that, and forgiving and learning as well, going back to the past and the things that you're shedding. You've also got, as you release and heal your past, you experience more love in your present moments. So yeah, it could just definitely be talking about abandonment wounds and abandonment issues. Okay, advice please for anyone resonating with this reading. Advice for people resonating with this reading, please. Advice please for Pisces or anyone resonating with this reading. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Moth spirit, surrender now. Yeah, surrender to whatever this lesson is that the universe is trying to teach you. And life is a mystery. You perhaps don't know all the answers or need to know all the answers at this point. Any of these could be particularly symbolic for you at the moment. And Squirrel Spirit, believe in yourself. Again, with that sun energy. And then I just want to kind of get you relationship advice as well. And then we'll kind of close out the reading. What's this that's trying to show itself here? Page of Swords. There is some learning that you're doing. Relationship advice, please, between this person and this person. The relationship advice, the energy between the person A and person B. Relationship advice, please. Thinker. Maybe it is an Aquarius. No place like home. Home is... What is home to you? For some of you, home is literally your home, where you are already. For some of you could be feeling like you don't fit in with your current situation and your home is somewhere else. Like the place where you feel warm and safe is somewhere else. So what is home to you, and what does home look like to you? What should home look like to you? Yeah. So thinker, 44, and I'm going for relationship advice. I can imagine again by John Lennon, which is interesting because there is a card in here that gives me that song. It's like a blue card in this deck, but it hasn't actually come out. You know, imagine all the people. Okay, thinker. Strategy, back to strategy, being analytical and logical. Relationship message. Love is not logical, but when you choose a partner, it is good to have things in common other than desire. This is a time to weigh the pros and cons of your partnership. Is there enough common ground? If there is enough common ground, go for it. If not, there are other fish in the sea. Don't force it to work. And should others tell you who they are, take them at their word. Now is not the time to indulge in a fantasy. No matter what, in this case, the facts are the facts. The facts are the facts. So you are actually being called to take a step back out of the physical attraction energy and really ask yourself, do we have something in common? Is this something I want to engage with, or is this something that I'm best off taking a step back from? And it could be, you know, it could be, yes, this is your true love. Yes, this is your soulmate. Your feelings are correct. But it could be that now isn't the right time. You know, it could be that you both have a little bit of releasing to do from the past. And it could be that this comes back together again in the future, especially if there's anything that's telling you, just with that thing about taking things at face value, there could be something around deception, your ability to trust others. Are people wearing a fake mask, or are people telling you the truth? You can only work with what you're given. If somebody tells you who they are, even if you feel like they're hiding something, it could be that you just have to work with what you're given, right? Pay attention to the red flags, the signs of cautioning you. So it does feel like something's a little bit off. As good as it feels, something could just be a little bit off, where you need a bit more information, or you need a little bit more clarity. So if that person is not giving you this, you need to just wait until they're ready to open up to you, perhaps. Could be something like that. All right, I hope this is helpful to you, Pisces. Please take care of yourselves. Keep those boundaries up. Say no. Make sure no means no. And yeah, have a lovely week, and enjoy the rest of Pisces season. Do take care. I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.